Hi everyone, welcome to WotTactic with StewiejP. I'm Stewie, and this is a basic guide to WotTactic, the new and improved version of, or alternative to MapTactic, which can help you with your clan wars in water tanks, as well as your stronghold defenses or attacks, and you can make up plans as to what you're going to do when you're playing in the game. When you get to the website, which I'll put in the link in the video description down below, it's WotTactic.tk is the one I use, but he also has WotTactic.eu and WotTactic.com. Now, in my opinion, the guy who's developed it, Galahad, has done an awesome job, and this is a lot more user-friendly, simpler and quicker than what most clans used to use, which was MapTactic. Now, at the top right corner, you sign in using your wargaming account, same as you would sign in with any other wargaming type website like the forums, or I think MapTactic used to do the same. He's got quite a bit of information on the front page of his website, but you click on the blue button, create new room, to create a new map. So of course the first thing you're going to do is choose a map, which you do up here, and we'll pick highway. There's a picture of the screen, and I'm going to go through what all these buttons do. The first one is the pinger, so you can ping the map as you would and change the colour if you like. I think yellow looks pretty good. These are the tank icons, which is probably the main thing you're going to do. So you can choose a colour. We'll stick with red, and all you do is click on which kind of tank. So you might want an artillery to sit here, you might want some heavies to go this way, you might want a couple of mediums to hang around here, and tank destroyer. And what you can also do, tank destroyer could be a Jag Panzer E100. Type that there, and when you click it, it'll come up there with a nice little white label. Now you can change the label size, the icon size, and the brightness, and make extra icons as well, like such, to make it look a little bit more cool. And you can also draw lines, which can help show your players what you want them to do. You can pick what kind of line. You can have it just a normal straight line, so you might tell him to go to here, or you can have it with dots, or a little bit more broken dots. And I like having the arrow at the end. It sort of helps show your players which direction you want them to go into, and you can bend it a little bit as well. This one here is more for straight lines, same kind of thing. You can have straight, broken, or dots. You can just have a normal line like such, or with an arrow in the end. I reckon the arrows look pretty cool. And this one here is similar again, but you can bend it. So if you want this medium to go around here and do a figure 8, you can get him to do that. Onto the squares, and that disappears once you finish. You can draw a square, so you might want to do that there for whatever reason. You could type some information in there, I think, by clicking on these things here. You can say, you can tell someone to hide, put it there. Circles, same thing, they work the same. So you might be, what I'll do, I'll clear the map, which is this back arrow, it just quickly deletes everything I've put on there. So if you might want to put a circle, so you might say here, and with some text, you can say mediums. Mediums can work off that hill, or hide in those buildings, or do whatever mediums do. This polygon just makes you can make any weird looking shape you want, and then it fills it in once you've completed the dots and the circles. And this one is similar, which a bit more curvy. These ones are straight lines, these ones are curved lines. 2 text boxes, which we've put, there's white and there's black on white, which you can use for, like, if you're having if you're putting some medium tanks there, you might want to label them. You might say bat chat, and this one could be an object 140 or something like that. Makes it, I find with the black on the white, even the white on its own. Depending on the map, you might want to change the different fonts depending on the background color of the map. We've gone through this arrow that takes away what you've done. This redoes it. The bin, you can remove everything, or you can just remove lines or the text or the tanks. This is a note which you can write a note there, and you can write some good information. Don't die. And then it hides it so people can click on it. You can click on it and say don't die. Or if you're doing a more detailed kind of plan or attack, you can use that to put additional information, or even a memo to yourself. You know, wait here until someone's spotted, or whatever your plan may be. This one, what's this one do? That does a. I think that's just for highlighting things. So if you've got some tanks hanging around here, and you just want to say, all right, now these guys, you can highlight that, but it disappears. A ruler, it measures. Look at that. That's awesome. So if you've got a medium here, and you want to know how far it is to the base, you can measure it, 477 meters. So if you're trying to work out what their view range might be, how far they can spot, things like that, that's probably not a bad idea. Or your render range, if you've got a tank destroyer here and bad guys are up here, you can use this ruler. Tank destroyer, it's just over 450 meters, so he's not going to be able to see him. He's going to be out of the render range. Scissors, don't know what the scissors do. That's still going on there. Icon, not really sure. Oh, it cuts things out. You click on something, and the scissors will cut them out. This one, I think that's for copying pasting onto a clipboard, I believe. There's also a chat feature, so you can talk. People who don't have microphones, which is often annoying when you're planning a clan wars attack, people can chat in there. Slides, you can save this picture by going up here. You can save it. The link, you can copy the link, or you can just, I normally just highlight it here, copy, and then I put that in the TeamSpeak messages down the bottom. But basically, the basic plan of using it, what most people are going to do, you're going to set up your tanks, mediums, TDs, whatever, artillery. You're going to tell them where to go, and then you might use the ping. So you say, all right, these guys hang around the city, these guys work off the hill, these guys snipe, and you can basically use it to show where you want your players to go. If you hold the button down, it continues to ping like that. I'm holding the button down, I'm not pushing it a million times. And still not sure what this one does. Oh, it makes a little red mark next to the cursor. But also these lines with the arrows, I reckon they're awesome. Telling them which way to go, and just the way that they bend, I think is pretty cool. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed. This is just a quick guide on WotTactic.tk. Please consider having a look at this website. I think it's very useful. It's very nice and simple, easy to use, quick and responsive. And you can see you can do any map you like. But if you've already done the scribbly lines, they're gonna stay up, but they're easy to remove just by doing that. And all the maps, they're reasonably detailed. You can see everything you want to see. And the other one here, show grid. That's the one I forgot to do. I knew there was something else. Click up here and it shows you the grid on the map, which I generally do that. I think it's a lot easier than pointing it out. Some people, if you've asked, especially with medium and lights, if you've asked someone to go into an odd position to spot on a map like Corellia, they can look at where the lines are, and they can just remember, right, this guy's going to F4, this guy's going to D5, and so when they get in the game, it's easy for them to remember. That's why I think using the grids are the way to go. So a massive thanks to Khalith for making this website. I reckon it's awesome. The World of Tanks Tactics, WotTactic.tk. He also has other games, World of Warships, World of Tanks Blitz, and Armoured Warfare, and they all work pretty much the same. I don't play Armoured Warfare, but you can have a look at Armoured Warfare, World of Warships, and World of Tanks Blitz as well, and their maps obviously look different to the World of Tanks maps, but they're all in there to use. So thanks very much for watching this video. If you do find it helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel and maybe giving it a like or a comment down the bottom. I'll be back with some more videos soon. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you all next time.